Alright guys, welcome back to another recap. Another all green week, 2.7k this week. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my trade journal. So today sitting at 674 bucks, yesterday 800, Wednesday 600, Tuesday 200, and then Monday 400. So that totals up to a 2.7 week. Another red to green day as well. So I had red to green day Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So today I started the day off close to 400. I think it was $350 in the red. First trade, it was a stupid trade again. So I'm kind of a little iffy here recently because I ended up taking that loss on Tesla, and I call it stupid trade because it was in the first minute of market open, so I literally shouldn't be trading the first 2-3 minutes of market open and let it at least settle 4 or 5 minutes and then take the trade. And if you trade the first minute or two, you're almost guessing. You're literally just absolutely guessing. It just happened to line up with my resistance that I had, and so I thought I could get it to work, but bad trade. Let me go ahead and delete this. I was trying something new. Somebody mentioned you can use little arrows, but it wasn't accurate. So here are my trades for you guys. Everybody that is new, welcome to my recaps. I do these every single day. I'll show you exactly where I bought, where I sell. You guys can see them, but I'll also explain why. And then I also stream live every single morning. I stream on Tradecaster and YouTube, and it's been showing like 100 people on Tradecaster and 70 on YouTube. So it's kind of weird. I thought it always counted those as one person, but it might be two. I'm not sure. I don't know why the YouTube would be lower. But anyways, if you guys want to hop in, I for sure got over 100 people there every single morning. We just chat, call out stocks, opinions, all that stuff. Completely free. So 15 minutes before market open. Also, somebody wanted my course today, so I ended up reopening the 150 off for this weekend. So today, all the way until Sunday at midnight, you guys can use the 150 off for my course. The link is down below. So Tesla, I had a level on Tesla, pretty important level at 117. Now, why 117? 117, kind of low pre-market, kind of low yesterday. We ended up flushing out of 117, and we tried coming back up to 117. That is the only reason why I ended up taking that short in the first minute of market open. You know, right here, as soon as it popped to 117, I was like, I want to short this thing. And so I ended up clicking short right there. Ended up getting squeezed at the top of this candle. I might have been up down 400 bucks, so I ended up closing it, I think, on this red candle. Took that fat loss right away. I mean, it wasn't a fat big loss, but started off the day in the first 2 minutes of the market open down 350 bucks. I was like, well, here we go. There goes my streak. You know, that's the first thing that comes in mind. There goes my streak. I'm on 14 days green in a row. But I kept my cool again. I found the next trade. I almost thought of shorting it up here. I was like, this thing is still gonna go back down. I still think Tesla could tuck under 117, keep going lower. Ended up not hitting the short button up there, but I ended up kind of chasing a little bit, so I had a few fills through here short. As this popped up here to that 117, this is where I ended up jumping big size. I think I was in again 900 shares short here, so let me go ahead and show you guys. So I shorted there, I added to it, covered some, rode it back up, and is on that move back up, that's when I went boom, boom, added 600 shares short again, more. Got the very move down. I tried holding it off as long as I could, so I didn't sell. I didn't cover any here. I tried covering some down here on this spike, and then I covered some more through here, but it wasn't breaking that low day. You can see I had, even up here 4 minutes later, I had 300 shares still short that I was wanting to catch this move down lower, but it just wasn't going. And so I was like, you know what, I gotta get out of this thing. This thing might reverse, but ultimately I was looking for this level to crack, which was low of pre-market, but I had some other bigger time frame resistances, supports down here at 115 and 114 and a half that I was ultimately looking. So that's why I kind of wanted to take this short here, and I wanted to catch this move from there all the way down to here. I only got half of it, so I ended up getting out pretty early, and did the right thing. I did the right thing. I was pretty bearish on Tesla just because of the huge gap down we had this morning, and then also the struggle we've had at 123 and 124 that we just cannot get over. If you guys see down here in my 5-minute chart, this is level I've been calling it on stream every single day. We spiked over, we spiked to it, got over it, tucked back in, spiked to it, and then today we gapped down. What am I thinking? We couldn't break that level. We gapped down. Let's continue that move down. And so I was pretty bearish on Tesla. And so once it popped up to this level here, again another level that I had, I was like, this is gonna go short. This is gonna reverse. This could be the reversal on Tesla. I think I had a little bit of a trend line here. I didn't put it from that low down there. I had it like right here, and so to me it looked like it was a break-in trend line. You know, bounce, 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 broke out of it, and so on that pop back up, as it was retesting this trend line, as it was retesting that double top high there, I ended up hitting that short sell button right here. So I shorted this area up here. Pretty good fills. I think my first one was a little in early up somewhere down here, and then this one was pretty high up here, 85. So I got a good fill on that one right there. At the bottom of here, at this 119.31, I was up another $100, so I was up, you know, decently on the day. I think out of these trades, I was already up 500 and something bucks, maybe $600, and then I ended up giving some back here, and I think at that point I went down to like 550, so I was up 622 or 20 or something, and then I was down to 550 here. I got off stream. I ended up calling it. I took a trade on JSPR, penny stock trade here. Made 70 bucks, but I tried this one a couple times. Right here, trying to buy the dip, stopped out, little profit. Trying to buy the dip there, stopped out, little profit. Trying to buy the dip here. You know, I think cumulative on this stock, at some point it said I was barely up 100 bucks, maybe just slightly under, but I think I saw 100 bucks. But it just never opened up for me, and I wasn't able to catch that trade long. I actually should have shorted this one, and I'm pretty upset I didn't, because I'm pretty sure I was looking to locate shares, or had located shares, and never clicked the short sell button. So let me see if I actually located shares on this one. I did. So this is the one I located shares, and I missed this right here. I wanted to short this one right there, and I missed it. So that's unfortunate. Look at this thing dropping. And so I'll show you guys the short that I did take. So I went back to Tesla and kept trading Tesla. I didn't like anything else for the long. There's a lot of stocks that actually ended up keep moving later in the day, but no longs for me, and just took one short. But Tesla, for the rest of the day, I ended up taking one more trade. So at this point, I was down to, or up $550 on the day. It came back to that 119 level. You know, pretty big reversal up here. This really was the crack of trend line up here. Cracked the trend line right there, ended up falling. That could have been a lower low. I missed it. But once it tucked under that 119 level that I was shorting earlier, so this same level right here, as soon as it got to that same level, as it started spiking up to that level, actually I chased it first there, tiny size, 100 shares covered there. That was a decent winner. And then as soon as it spiked back up, I didn't want to go as big as I did earlier, but I started clicking 100 shares, so 100 as it pushed up a little more, 100 more, pushed up, 100, 100, 100. I held this trade for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes. 5 of those were in the red, so it was about break even red trade. I think at the most I was down 100 bucks, maybe 150 on it, but I just thought that this could hold right here based off of this pivot, based off of the trend line, this trend line break, and now downtrending. I thought it had a good chance to push down, at least touch VWAP. So it ended up pushing down, and at this point I just got out of this trade pretty low down here, so I ended up getting back about 70-80 bucks on that trade. Maybe a little more, maybe 100. Maybe I was down to 500 bucks on the day. I don't know. But ended up bringing it back over 600. Actually, 595, I remember, because I was just under 600 bucks, and I was like, if I take a trade and make $5, I could get over $600 on Tesla, so I'm going to go ahead and go for it anyways. And so that's why I took that tiny scalp there, shorted there, moved down to VWAP. This is the move that I was looking for. Finally got it covered down there, and I think I made $8 on that trade or something like that. So from 95 to 7 bucks to so 600 to $7. And then Tesla's still moving up. I don't understand how this stock is just not collapsing. I want this thing to keep going down. But, you know, I switched my bias, or I kept my bias strong, open, I'm in. And so I was short here, short again. I should have gone long, but that's okay. And then I did take one short. I missed a lot of shorts. You know, shorts has been crazy recently. But then again, we've had crazy moves to the top side, like TCBP. You know, this thing just went from $6 all the way to 9, and then I missed this short here. This was probably one of the cleanest shorts I've ever seen. Look at the daily, and you guys see the clean resistance I'm talking about right there. From that daily to this daily, that daily sold off. This daily went right back to that same level, sold off. So missed all of that. No shorts there. Prax is another one that I missed. This one was easy to borrow. I called that out on stream. If you guys want to start shorting and want to learn how to short, there's a lot of easy to borrow stocks that you guys can start experimenting. You know, you don't have to open a whole account. There's a lot of these easy to borrow stocks that you could have absolutely killed on Thinkorswim or any other platform, and this is one of them. You know, this thing went up to a high of $5, 520 high, 525 kind of blow off top, and then this thing faded all the way down to $3. Now this is not common. You don't see these type of moves that often. You don't see these moves every single day, but today it just kind of happened to be like that. HTGM, very nice in the morning. No long trades for me. Kind of consolidated. Ended up dropping. Tried to go for it again on the VWAP reclaim, and then boom, just ended up selling off. See, these are the ones that, you know, this to me looked like a long setup. I guess it was just a trap for bulls, and then they got flushed on. But these are a little harder to get the short on as opposed to like Prax or TCBP. NEGG was the only one that I shorted, so the stock that's uptrending still, but I was able to catch this whole move right here. I was able to catch that whole move short, and then I ended up getting out right here for my runners. So I ended up shorting this one on the way up. I actually did played it a little bit different, so I skilled into this one, and I'm going to show you guys my chart, but I skilled in short here, added short there, added again here, and then I went big size there. So these ads were 10% of my trade, so 10%, 10%, and then this right here was 80% of my trade. That one, and then I think, or maybe 70%, because then I added again up here on the bounce back up another 10%. So if that was 1,000 shares, this would have been 100 shares, 100 shares, 700 shares, and then 100 shares. So that would be 1,000 shares. That's kind of what I did. And so I ended up having a pretty good cost basis, just over 230s, I think, 230, something like that. And ended up writing this one back down. I didn't cover until here was my first cover. Very tiny size, so this would have been like 5% of my trade. But then I clicked it again, covered some more here, and then I covered the majority. I guess I had a random cover there, and then I covered the majority here, there, and then I had 30% of my trade still in here for runners, if in case this thing wanted to fade, but ended up getting spiked on this one. I didn't. Once it started basing here, I was kind of like, this thing might turn back around, so I ended up getting wicked out on this candle here, stopped that right there, which that's okay because ended up coming right back up to the high, so it didn't do much difference to me. It would have stopped me at that level here anyways, or maybe even higher, or break even. But here is that not P&L. Here's that chart for you guys, so you guys can see it on the actual platform. So 10%, 10%, 70% in, 10% in, and then got the move back down, covered, small, cover small. These were probably the bigger covers down here, and then that was 30% out right there. So that's a heck of a trade. That's my only short today. So you know, I missed a lot, but glad that that account is back on the green. Back to a green day today, because yesterday I did have a red day, and yesterday I traded a lot, so I had a lot of commissions yesterday, but today it is back in the green. So that's gonna be it for me today, guys. Remember that Monday is another holiday, so that'll be 2 holidays in January this year. Well, I guess maybe every year it does it. I don't remember. Feel like New Year's is maybe not like that on Mondays, but anyways, I don't know. Anyways, you guys have a good 3-day weekend. I'll see you guys on Tuesday for the live streaming. I am, like I said, on 14 days green. So far, all 2023 is all green so far. So let's see how long I can take this. Try not to think about it. Just trading every day as in each individual day and not as a streak combined. Anyways, you guys have a good weekend. Enjoy it, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday.